Hi everyone, NaufalHS is here back again for the special episode of our podcast. And literally we are going to talk about um oh yeah, I just put back my good old ice for, whatever I wanted to focus on uh hang on. Not twice, man. Seriously. This is so distracting, man. Um I think today we're going to talk about the ongoing Israel and Palestine conflict, and literally I will show you guys some videos of it. Um, Hang on. I will soon unhide the this photo. I mean, I will later show the whatever. So it will be so what? Ben said fucking boon. No. Yeah, like currently the war has started for like hang on, I wanna open my Wikipedia. Um so what was it? So the ongoing Israel Palestine conflict, currently happen, and especially the 2023 Israel Hamas war. It begins sometime like oh yeah, it began several weeks ago on 7 October 2023, and I feel sorry for the Palestinian people for the attack. Let me read information about the Israel-Hamas war on Wikipedia. The ongoing armed conflict between Hamas-led Palestinian militant groups and Israel began on 7th October 2023 on the morning of Shemini Azaret Jewish holiday, exactly 50 years after the start of the 1973 Yom Kippur War. Hamas coordinated surprise offense, codenamed Al-Aqsa Flood, began in the morning with a barrage of at least 5,000 rockets launched from the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip against Israel. Aside 2,500 Palestinian militants breached from Gaza, Israel barrier, massacred and set fire to civilian communities, and attacked IDF military bases near the Gaza Strip. Over 1,400 Israelis, mostly civilians, were killed, including 200 people at the music festival in Reim. Over 200 unarmed civilian hostages and uh, captured Israeli soldiers were taken to the Gaza Strip, including women and children. Israel began conducting retaliatory strikes before formally declaring war on Hamas a day later. And this 2020 war, the fiercest since the Yom Kippur War, is part of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which started in May 1948 and which since 2005 saw most of its military exertions taking place in or emanating from Gaza Strip. Hamas, which has ruled the Gaza Strip since 2007, avoided major engagements with Israel in 2022 and most of 2023. In 2023, before the offensive started, an uptick in Israel-Palestine violence saw at least 107 Palestinians, 32 Israelis, and 2 foreigners killed. Some sources see Hamas covertly prepared for a major offensive, despite suspicions of Iranian involvement. Both Israel and US stated that there is no concrete evidence of Iran's involvement, and Iran has denied any role in the attack. Hamas stated that the attack was in response to the desecration of Al-Aqsa Mosque, as well as the blockade of Gaza Strip, containing Israeli settlements and Israeli settler violence. After clearing Hamas forces from southern Israel, the IDF conducted airstrikes in the Gaza Strip, which killed over 6,000 Palestinians. Oh my god, how cruel is Israel! Fears of a humanitarian crisis were heightened after Israel cut off food, water, electricity, and fuel supplies to Gaza, which has already been blockaded by both Egypt and Israel. Israel urged 1.1 million Gazans to evacuate northern Gaza, while Hamas called on residents to stay in their homes and block roads leading south. The United Nations reported that around 1 million Palestinians, nearly half of the Gaza Strip's population, have been internally displaced. The United Nations and many countries call for immediate ceasefire. Yes, because if they don't call for immediate ceasefire, things will get worse in both Palestine and Israel. Human rights groups call for the intake of Gazan refugees caused by the war. There have been widespread civilian deaths, and a panel of United Nations special rapporteurs, along with human rights groups, have been accused of both Israel and Hamas of war crimes. At least 44 nations, mostly Western, denounced Hamas and explicitly condemned its conduct as terrorism, including a joint statement by the US, the UK, France, Italy, and Germany. In contrast, countries across the Middle East called for the escalation and declared Israel's decades-long occupation of the Palestinian territories as the root cause, including a joint statement by the United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, Egypt, and Morocco. Iran warned Israel to immediately stop all military aggression against Gaza, saying that its allies will inflict a huge earthquake by opening new fronts, and threatening to intervene if Israeli military launch a ground invasion of Gaza. I don't want to read further about the background, and now I will show you guys what has going on during the Israeli war. So we're going to watch some videos about uh I will provide commentary for just few videos. This is getting worse, guys. Israeli strike kill Al Jazeera's reporter's family in Gaza. This is bad. I guess that's it. Where is it? Okay. Nice. You kidding me? Hang on. I want to eat shit. I want to eat shit. Aduh, setan. Astagfirullahaladzim.
Full-time video game streamer
Okay,
Ahmad Zaid, better known as
guys.
Chigu Zaid, never thought that his effort to hold a
Yeah,
simple
look at
virtual
this.
rally for Palestine on Roblox would go viral. Roblox is an online game platform where users can create games or other virtual experiences for other players. Chiku Zaid told Star Lifestyle Tech that it was meant for a small group of local players who started on October 21st and didn't get much traction then. A friend, whom he described as a 15-year-old student, had already created the Dataran Tanjung Mas server on Roblox on October 14th, and they agreed to host the virtual rally for Palestine. The Dataran Tanjung Mas server is modeled after a popular recreational spot for locals in Muar. Chikuzad said the purpose was just to spread awareness about humanity. Then, word about the Palestine rally began to spread on social media. Since then, Chikuzad said they have had over 197,000 players visiting the server on Roblox. As each server can only host 200 players at a time, they created more servers to let other players participate. Chiku Zaid said most of the players are schoolgoers, so the virtual march will be held at around 5:30 p.m. and end at 7 p.m. before evening prayers. He added that he is also mindful about the community guidelines on Roblox, which does not allow for hate speech or harmful behavior. About the community guidelines on Roblox, which does not allow for hate speech or harmful behavior. Chikuzait said he is touched to receive positive feedback for the rally, adding that it's important to share how young people want to do their part to inspire change and spread awareness online.
This is nice, guys. I would have been joined. It was a, it was a very disappointing thing. What the hell? Oh my god, not again.
Kami dalam menghadiri majlis pelancaran tabung kemanusiaan Palestin.
Saya telah meminta pihak MCMC untuk memberi satu teguran yang keras kepada kedua-dua TikTok dan Meta. Sekiranya mereka if they want to play around with us, we will take a very firm stand. Ya, dan ramai yang pada hari ini meminta pihak kerajaan mengambil tindakan yang sangat tegas, dan perkara ini memang dalam pertimbangan. Ya, dan walau apapun, saya ingin tegaskan kita ada hak bersuara. Kita tidak mahu hak bersuara kita di dalam, terutama dalam isu Palestin ini dikekang oleh pihak-pihak yang tidak bertanggungjawab.
Yang berhormat Fahmi Fadil, Menteri Komunikasi.
Well, this is back when TikTok's stupid ass and Meta, which owns Instagram, etc., on censoring content, which is borderline suck. Damn it. Hang on, guys. I need to censor. Sorry, not censor. I'm gonna take some break for a while. And yeah. Sorry guys if I'm off for a while I'm still doing something and we still keep talking about the Israel-Palestine conflict. It seriously kind of suck about they I'm kind of out of touch seeing Israeli messing with the Palestinians. It literally doesn't make sense regarding this issue. Well, unless they don't mess with us, none of this. I mean, what happened? Don't know something's wrong with them that caused this to happen. Well, shit. Um, I don't know what other things I'm gonna talk about. It feels like it's been a while. I think I'll show some more. So hang on. I'm sorry for the break, because I have something to do, and then I'll show you guys some few more of it.
Sejak 1948 dah 70.
Oh, I have to play from the beginning, damn it.
Semua sedar sudah hampir 3 minggu Israel membedil bas Palestin dan kemungkinan inilah krisis yang paling teruk. Tindakan ini jelas telah melampaui batas. Menurut Al Jazeera, lebih 700 orang rakyat Palestin terbunuh dalam 24 jam. Lebih 12,000 tan bom dijatuhkan. Wanita dan kanak-kanak menjadi mangsa pembunuhan. Kekejaman yang sedang berlaku ini adalah usaha pembersihan etnik. Ini terang-terangan jenayah perang dan jenayah terhadap kemanusiaan. Dengan izin, this is clearly a genocide. This is clearly crimes against humanity. And Israel are blatant war criminals. Namun persoalannya, sampai bila kita hanya sekadar mengecam dan mengutuk tindakan Israel? Krisis ini telah berlarutan semenjak 1948, dah 77 tahun. Namun sehingga sekarang saudara-saudara kita di Palestin terus dibunuh dan diusir dari rumah mereka. Dan lebih menyedihkan kini, hari ini, mereka dikenakan sekatan bekalan elektrik, minyak, makanan, air serta ubat-ubatan. Oleh demikian, saya percaya bahawa Malaysia perlu mengusahakan pendekatan baru. Di samping meneruskan usaha sedia ada, Malaysia harus bersama dengan semua negara yang sependapat kemudian menyatakan dengan jelas apa tuntutan yang diperlukan. Tak lama lagi. Tanya itu. Pertamanya, kita mahu kenjatan senjata segera agar krisis ini tidak berlarutan sehingga menjadi perang besar dan memberi kesan melangkaui Israel dan Palestin. Kedua, kita mahukan a permanent humanitarian corridor. Koridor kemanusiaan kekal tanpa sebarang halangan harus diwujudkan. Akhir sekali, mungkin ramai tidak sedar krisis ini berpotensi untuk merebak ke seluruh rantau dan dunia. Sedang kita berbahas ini, tentera dan kapal perang Amerika Syarikat telah bersedia di sana. Kapal-kapal Cina pun turut bersedia di rantau berkenaan. Barisan perang baru dibuka di utara dengan Hezbollah. Serangan telah dilakukan di Syria. Peluru berpandu dari pihak Houthi. IDF pula semakin agresif di tebing barat.
Israel.
Sekarang mula kedengaran ancaman serangan darat ke atas Gaza. Ini disifatkan keterlaluan dan berlebihan. Sempadan bakal bertukar dan seluruh rantau bakal berperang. Pencerobohan darat ke atas Gaza hanya akan mencetuskan perang serantau. Kita tidak boleh ambil mudah hal ini kerana ia juga mampu memberi kesan yang buruk kepada rantau kita. Apa rasionalnya? Apabila orang ramai dipengaruhi naratif tidak adil dan berat sebelah dari pihak yang tidak bertanggungjawab, akan ada yang cuba mengambil kesempatan di dalam krisis ini. Jangan kita lupa rantau kita juga terdedah kepada risiko ini. Memang terdapat sel-sel pengganas di selatan Filipina, selatan Thai, Indonesia, malah kita di Malaysia pun tidak terkecuali. Saya berada di dalam bidang keselamatan sejak sedekad lalu sebagai Menteri Pertahanan dan Menteri Dalam Negeri. Kelengkapan keselamatan serta risikan mesti diperketatkan dan perkembangan ini mesti dipantau secara rapi. Kita perlu a stronger sense of urgency and focus dengan izin. Dengan segera untuk membuat persediaan dan isi sinilah Menteri Dalam Negeri serta Menteri Pertahanan mesti bersedia. Satu-satunya kepentingan saya untuk menyuarakan semua ini ialah keselamatan rakyat. Keselamatan rakyat kita dan negara kita sendiri. Kebimbangan ini bukan hanya sekadar untuk menimbulkan ketakutan semata-mata, tetapi untuk Malaysia lebih bersedia, untuk Malaysia lebih ke hadapan, untuk Malaysia lebih terpimpin dalam menempani cabaran hari ini. Sekian, sebelum mohon menyokong.
I think I'll show you guys more.
Terima kasih Tan Sri Bertua, terima kasih Yang Berhormat Menteri yang saya fikir jawapannya yang cukup baik dan sangat bermaklumat sebentar tadi, dan saya juga ingin memberikan kredit kepada ucapan Yang Berhormat Perdana Menteri pada malam kemarin di arena Axiata yang saya kira cukup tegas melambangkan pendirian Malaysia dalam isu Palestin. Cuma apabila kita di pihak pembangkang, saya yakin rakyat Malaysia sebelum ini pun memang kita berbangga dengan ketegasan Perdana Menteri kita sebelum daripada ini, sejak zaman almarhum Dr. Razak sehinggalah sekarang. Cuma apabila Perdana Menteri menyatakan bahawa, saya angkut ucapannya, dalam sejarah Malaysia selalunya kita hanya membuat kenyataan dari jauh. Inilah kali pertama melihat kepada semangat denyut nadir anak Malaysia, saya ambil keputusan untuk keliling dunia Arab menyatakan pendirian kita. Jadi kita melihat adakah ini merupakan kali pertama kita melaksanakan agenda seperti ini, kerana sebelum ini pun Perdana Menteri pun barisan Perdana Menteri sebelum ini pun sudah cukup tegas. Yang Berhormat Perdana Menteri daripada parti Berhormat Menteri sendiri Datuk Seri Najib pernah sampai ke Gaza dan juga usaha-usaha Perdana Menteri sebelum itu. Jadi apakah beza usaha pada hari ini dengan usaha sebelum daripada ini? Dan apabila kita dengar Perdana Menteri menyatakan bahawa beliau menerima ugutan, ancaman, tekanan dan sebagainya, saya fikir Menteri kena dedahkan negara mana yang berani menekan, mengugut Perdana Menteri kita sayang ini. Sebab kita tak sanggup untuk melihat Perdana Menteri kita tekan dan diugut seperti ini. Kalau mereka berani menekan Perdana Menteri kita, Malaysia harus menghantar nota bantahan kepada kedutaan negara mereka yang ada di negara ini. Terima kasih Menteri.
Sudah Menteri. Terima kasih atas semangat yang ditunjukkan oleh Yang Berhormat yang berada di sebelah sana. Saya percaya dalam isu yang melibatkan Palestin ini, kedua-dua pihak kita tidak berbeza daripada pendirian kita. Barangkali mungkin ada pendekatan-pendekatan cara kita menyampaikan dan meluahkan pandangan kita. Saya ingin tegaskan dalam Dewan Yang Mulia ini bahawa saya mengikuti juga perkembangan-perkembangan hujahan-hujahan yang disampaikan oleh pihak sana, menunjukkan bahawa kedua-dua kita sebenarnya tidak ada perbezaan dalam menegakkan dan membela perjuangan rakyat Palestin yang ditindas dan dibunuh saban hari. Dan begitulah juga yang di sebelah sini. Bagi menjawab soalan wakil yang daripada Pasir Mas tadi, iaitu apa yang disebutkan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri. Ya, ini adalah pendekatan yang kali pertama kita lakukan dalam keadaan situasi yang sangat serius seperti ini. Kita tidak hanya boleh duduk hanya sekadar mengecam atau menyampaikan bantahan-bantahan kita, tetapi mesti ada langkah-langkah yang lebih mantap, tegas dan membawa seluruh dunia Islam setidak-tidak dalam konteks OIC untuk bersama-sama untuk kita menyatakan pendirian kita. Lantaran itu, dalam mesyuarat GCC ASEAN yang lalu, Yang Amat Berhormat mengambil kesempatan itu bersama-sama dengan pemimpin-pemimpin ASEAN dan juga pemimpin daripada GCC untuk berinteraksi dengan mereka, menyampaikan pendirian Malaysia. Dan dalam pada itu pula ketika mana beliau berada di sana, beliau mengambil kesempatan itu untuk berada daripada satu tempat ke satu tempat. Daripada Riyadh, beliau pergi ke Turki, daripada Turki pergi ke Kairo kerana itu adalah antara beberapa negara yang sangat penting peranannya dalam menentukan perjuangan kita selanjutnya. Perpaduan dan suara bersama daripada negara-negara berkenaan sangat-sangat penting dan Malaysia berada dalam kelompok itu sekali. Dalam pertemuan-pertemuan yang saya hadiri bersama dengan MBS, dengan Presiden Erdogan, dengan Presiden Al-Sisi, saya menyaksikan bagaimana
the
harapan
Malaysian
daripada pemimpin-pemimpin ini melihat Malaysia yang
administrators
dapat
working with
memainkan peranan
those
yang
other
sangat
media
penting
administrators
dalam istilah yang digunakan,
to work
connecting
together
the dot.
on
Inilah yang kita lakukan.
solving
Meskipun saya tidak nafikan apa yang dilakukan oleh
this
pemimpin-pemimpin kita
current
sebelum ini. Kerana
Israel-Palestine
Malaysia
conflict.
terkenal sejak tahun 1957 lagi adalah merupakan negara yang sentiasa memperjuangkan hak dan kebebasan rakyat Palestin. Setiap Perdana Menteri mempunyai peranan mereka. Tetapi dalam konteks Perdana Menteri kita, beliau mengambil langkah yang lebih jauh untuk bersama-sama dengan kalangan pemimpin-pemimpin Islam di seluruh dunia, termasuk juga pemimpin-pemimpin daripada negara bukan Islam. Saya sendiri telah melakukan beberapa usaha selaku Menteri Luar, bercakap dengan Secretary General Guterres dan juga dengan pemimpin-pemimpin yang lain, berpuluh-puluh dan daripada kalangan mereka yang saya hubungi, yang saya jumpa, menyatakan pendirian supaya masalah Palestin ini dapat diselesaikan dengan kadar yang segera. Peperangan ini mesti dihentikan dengan kadar yang segera. Humanitarian aid perlu dilakukan dengan kadar yang segera. Dan yang bagi menjawab yang perkara yang kedua, saya fikir di dalam Dewan ini elok kita tidak namakan siapa mereka, tetapi mereka seperti mana yang tegaskan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat berkali-kali bahawa kita tidak gentar dengan sebarang ugutan yang dilakukan oleh pihak mereka. Terima kasih.
So this is the final one. This is bad, guys. The wife, son, daughter, and grandson of Wael Dahdo, Al Jazeera's Buya chief in Gaza, has been killed in an Israeli airstrike. Oh, this is getting worse. I don't know what is wrong with Israel. I'm so done with the country over their constant greediness and cruelty, and when they have overpowered their shitty, I don't know. I'm kinda not happy with Palestine. I'm going to possibly read further about the Israel Hamas war, not the Israel Palestine conflict, but it's still part of it. I don't care. Let's continue where we left off. Oh, this is bad. It doesn't have any graphic violence, otherwise YouTube will take down my podcast. Well, I doubt just died. Rest in peace. So somehow Al Jazeera strongly condemned the indiscriminate targeting and killing of innocent civilians in Gaza. Yeah, it's just suck. Alright. Okay, let's just read about the background instead. And also calls for ceasefire and media coverage, etc., or reactions as well. At the time of the attack, Israel and Saudi Arabia were conducting negotiations to normalize relations. Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman said normalization was for the first time real. Saudi's foreign ministry said it had repeatedly warned that Israel's ongoing occupation of Gaza will propel further violence. From the Egyptian coup d'etat in 2013, in which military General Abdel Fattah el-Sisi deposed President Mohamed Morsi, Egypt-Hamas relations soured, with Egypt suggesting that ties between Hamas and Egyptian Muslim Brotherhood could pose a national security threat. And for Israel politics have historically been dominated by social democratic secular parties in the peace camp that make significant efforts to forge a peace process with Palestinians, most notably in the case of Yitzhak Rabin and the Oslo Accords. The influence declined after Rabin was assassinated by an Israel ultranationalist who opposed his peace initiatives, leading to a deteriorating of relations which culminated with the Palestinian National Authority declaring war on Israel during the Second Intifada a few years later during the mid-2000s. Palestinian suicide bombings were a prominent feature of the fighting and targeted Israeli civilians, contrasting with the less violent First Intifada and decimating attempts to resolve the conflict through talks. After Hamas's attack, Netanyahu proposed an emergency unity government with the judicial overhaul and all other non-emergency legislation and policy indefinitely suspended. The Israeli War Cabinet was formed on 11 October, including opposition lawmakers including Benny Gantz, the former Minister of Defense and former Chief of General Staff. While for the Palestinian politics, the Gaza Strip and Israel have been in conflict since Israel withdrawn from Gaza in 2005. In later, Hamas won the 2006 Palestinian legislative election and a civil war between Hamas and Fatah in 2007, culminated in Hamas gaining control over Gaza. In response to Hamas's takeover, Egypt and Israel imposed an extensive blockade of the Gaza Strip that devastated Gaza's economy. The terrorist group had decried the blockade as a form of collective punishment, while Israel defended it as necessary to prevent weapons and dual-use goods from entering the territory. Since the blockade, Israel and Palestine militants have had several clashes and made preemptive attacks on each other. The Palestinian Authority had not held national elections since 2006. A March 2023 poll of Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank indicated that a majority supported use of armed struggle, the creation of militant groups, and an intifada against the Israel occupation. Okay, we'll skip to. Okay, over the course of 2023, before the attack, at least 247 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli forces, or 22 Israelis and 2 foreign nationals have been killed in Palestinian attacks. Increases in settler attacks had displaced hundreds of Palestinians, and there were clashes around the Al-Aqsa Mosque, a contested holy city in Jerusalem. Tensions between Israel and Hamas rose in September 2023, and the Washington Post described the two on the brink of war. Israel found explosives hidden in shipment of jeans and halted all exports from Gaza. In response, Hamas put its forces on high alert and conducted military exercises with other groups, including openly practicing storming Israeli settlements. Hamas also allowed Palestinians to resume protests at the Israeli-Gaza barrier. On 13 September, 5 Palestinians were killed at the border amid conflicting accounts. On 29 September, Qatar, the UN, and Egypt mediated an agreement with Israel and Hamas officials in Gaza Street to reopen crossing points and de-escalate tensions. Egypt said it warned Israel days before the attack that an explosion of situation is coming, and very soon, and it will be big. Israel denied receiving such a warning. The Egypt's claim was corroborated by Michael McCall, chairman of the U.S. House Foreign Relations Committee, who said warnings were made 3 days before the attack. The attack took place during the Jewish holiday of Simchat Torah on Shabbat, and a day after the 50th anniversary of the start of the Yom Kippur War, which also began the surprise attack. At around 6:30 a.m. Israel Summer Time UTC plus 3 on 7 October 2023, Hamas announced the start of what it called Operation Al-Aqsa Flood, stating it had fired over 5,000 rockets from the Gaza Strip into Israel within a span of 20 minutes. Israeli sources reported that at least 3,000 projectiles have been launched from Gaza, and 6 people were killed by the rocket attacks. Explosions were reported in areas surrounding the Strip and in cities in the Sharon Plain, oh my god, including Gedera, Herzliya, Tel Aviv, and Ashkelon. Red sirens were activated in Beersheba, Jerusalem, Rehovot, Rishon LeZion, and Palmachim Air Base. Hamas issued a call to arms with Commander Muad'Dif calling on Muslims everywhere to launch an attack and to kill them wherever you may find them. Palestinian militants opened fire on Israeli bots where clashes broke out between the Palestinian and Israel defense forces along the Gaza perimeter fence. In the evening, Hamas launched another barrage of 150 rockets toward Israel, with explosions reported in Yavne, Givat Taim, Bat Yam, Beit Dagan, Tel Aviv, and Rishon LeZion. Simultaneously, around 1,500 Hamas militants infiltrated Israel from Gaza using trucks, pickup trucks, motorcycles, bulldozers, speedboats, and paragliders. They took over checkpoints at Kerem Shalom and Erez and created openings in the border fences in 5 other places. Initial images and videos showed heavily armed and masked militants in black fatigues, riding pickup trucks and opening fire in Sderot, killing dozens of Israeli civilians and soldiers. Other videos show Israelis taken prisoner or burning Israeli tank and militants during Israeli military vehicles. Then, then militants killed civilians at Nir Oz, Be'eri, and Natif HaAsara, where they took hostages and set fire to homes, as well as in other agricultural communities. Over 200 civilians were killed in Kfar Aza massacre, 108 in the Be'eri massacre, a loss of 10,000 of kibbutz population, and 15 in the Natif HaAsara massacre, in what has been described as the bloodiest day in Israel's history and the worst single-day massacre of Jews since the Holocaust. In Sderot, gunmen target civilians and set houses ablaze. In Ofakim, hostages were taken during Hamas's deepest incursion. Hamas said it took prisoners to force Israel to release Palestinian prisoners. In Be'eri, Hamas militants took up to 50 people hostage. During a standoff between militants and IDF, videos from Be'eri showed hostages being led barefoot across the street in town. Forget it. Witnesses recounted militants on motorcycles opening fire on participants who were already fleeing due to rocket fire. Guillermo Wood reported that the video footage retrieved from the body cameras of Hamas militants displayed several victims. In the beginning of the footage, they are alive. By the end, they're dead. Sometimes, in fact, frequently after they're dead, their bodies are still being desecrated. At least 100 people were taken hostage to the attacks. Most of the civilians captives in Gaza includes children, festival goers, peace activists, caregivers, elderly people, and soldiers. Israeli spokesman said militants have entered Israel through at least 7 locations from both land and sea and invaded 4 small rural Israeli communities, the border city of Sderot, and 2 military bases. Israeli media reported that 7 communities came under Hamas control, including NaufalHS, Kfar Aza, Magan, Be'eri, and Sufa, and there were 21 active high confrontation locations in southern Israel. Attacks on military bases. Hamas militants carried out an ambitious landing in Zikim, a military base near NaufalHS were also taken by militants, leaving at least 2 Israeli soldiers dead and 6 others captured. The IDF said it killed 2 attackers on the beach and destroyed 4 vessels including 2 rubber boats. Fighting was reported at Ra'im military base, headquarters of Israel's Gaza division. It was later reported that Hamas took control of the base and took several Israeli soldiers captive before the IDF regained control later in the day. The police station of Sderot came under Hamas control, with militants killing 30 Israelis, including policemen and civilians. What are so many of these? All health conditions release a plea appealing to Israel to immediately rescue in order for the question of over 1 million people living north of the Gaza, arguing that it's extremely difficult to move patients in critical care because supplies are depleting and hospitals in South Gaza were already pulling capacity. UNICEF and IRC. You can pause if you know want to read these because I cannot read further. Prime Minister Netanyahu convened an emergency gathering of security authorities and the idea for Operation Swords of Iron in the Gaza Strip. We are at war. Turn all the places where Hamas is organized and hiding into cities of ruins. Gaza is no city of evil, you stupid Prime Minister named Netanyahu, you damn ass. I'm so pissed with Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu must die. I cannot read this further. Explosion in the parking lot of the Al Ahli Arabi Baptist Hospital. The Hamas run Gaza health ministry attributed to Israel airstrike claimed it killed at least 400 civilians. You suck, Israel. You suck. Oh my god. Israel military forces bombed a mosque. It's an Al-Ansar. They bombed Al-Ansar mosque. This is bad. I cannot read this further. I'm too scared because I don't give a damn on Israel. No, not Lebanon. The International Criminal Court issued a statement on 10 October confirming that its mandate to investigate alleged war crimes committed since June 2014 in the state of Palestine extends to the current conflict. The UN Human Rights Council said it has, or UNHCR said it had clear evidence of war crimes by both sides. A UN commission to the Israeli-Palestine conflict said there is clear evidence that war crimes may have been committed in the latest explosion of violence in Israel and Gaza, and all those who have violated international against targeted civilians must be held accountable. In the October 12th Premier assessment condemning hard massacre in Israel. The end of Cornelis Jens de Olen that the evidence suggests Hamas killings and kidnappings potentially violate Article 6.8 of the Roman Statute as well as the Genocide Convention and were crimes against humanity. Oh, this is bad. Complete siege on Gaza in order to impose food, fuel, and water will be denied as was criticized as a blatant war crime by human rights organizations. Oh, well, the independent United Nations experts condemned the Israeli Defense Forces' action in Gaza, saying Israel resorted to indiscriminate military attacks and collective punishment. Israeli authorities said that the airstrike attempted to degrade the military infrastructure, which is frequently constructed in close proximity to residential areas and civil establishments. They also denounced the deliberate and widespread killing of and hostage-taking of innocent civilians by Hamas, calling them heinous violations of international law and terrorist crimes. Israeli forces' evacuation of northern Gaza also drew international condemnation. On 10 October, Paula Gavina Betancourt, UN Special Rapporteur on the Human Rights of Internally Displaced Persons termed it as crime against humanity. On 4th October, Francesca Albanese, the United Nations Special Rapporteur on the Occupied Palestinian Territories, categorized as a repeat of the 1948 Nakba, noting Israel public officials open advocacy for the Nakba. Reactions in Gaza range from anger at the international community's tepid response to outright fear. The major crisis even Gaza faced. And hang on, I'll be right back in several minutes. I want to go to toilet first. I'm going to extend 20 more minutes for the podcast because I'm going to talk further about the Israel war. I mean, Israel-Palestine war. Okay, this is getting worse. Yeah, families are displaced, humanitarian situations beyond dire. Thousands killed and injured, hundreds of thousands are traumatized. Gaza and Israel on work permits were unable to return to Gaza. Interviews, workers indicated they were subject to intensive police questioning and abuse. Speaking to the Washington Post, one man stated, "I can't stay here eating and drinking while my children are dying. There's no electricity or water or anything. Let me die there between children." Many cousins experience fear they could die anytime. People are worried, people are especially preparing to die. Mohammed Mary wrote, we are losing everyone and everything. Said Al-Jaris, I just really want to live. Among healthcare workers in Gaza, reactions range from grief to outrage. One doctor at Al-Ahli Arab Hospital said this is really a genocide. Husam Abu Safia, a pediatric doctor at Kamal Adwan Hospital, described the situation in Gaza as really dangerous. Abu Safia has described complying with Israel's mandatory evacuation order as transferring children will mean handling them a death sentence. As a result of Israel's denial of clean water, he noted babies in his ward were experiencing vomiting, diarrhea, and fever. That Samir Tarzi, a doctor who survived at the explosion at Al-Ahli Hospital, stated, "We collected bodies of children and many body parts. It's a sight that will remain in my mind even if I live 1,000 years." The police said schools in Gaza Strip will close under further notice. Third reaction. Many governments in the region have strong negative views of Hamas Muslim Brotherhood. And speaking of the IDF, Angus Nui and Saddam no longer refer to the occupation army. Made the population less sympathetic to the current war. Damn, what is going on, man, with Israel mostly? It's just getting worse. It's the Hamas affiliation with Iran and hate that made to the actions in the Syrian civil war and the Lebanon war in 2006. Less emphatic. No, I'm not gonna read about US scumbags. United Nations General Secretary Antonio Guterres called for a ceasefire. Yeah, of course. We have to call for a ceasefire. International leaders, including Argentina and European countries, condemned the attacks by Hamas. Expressed solidarity with them, not Israel, man. I'm not gonna read further. I hope you all support I hope you all support Palestine, not Israel. Israel sucks. As many as 3,000 Thai workers, around half of Israel's migrant workforce, live all over Israel, including us close to Gaza. Thailand's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said the stance to the deadly Hamas-led attack against Israel is one of neutrality, and the United Kingdom promotes a solution that would allow Palestine and Israel to coexist. Oh, come on, China. I hope you don't support Israel. But I still stand with you, China, after one of your shitty top clients, Tencent, just pissed me off. I don't know if Tencent's gonna talk about the Israel-Palestine war in case they make statements, but they just keep fucking silent, whatever. I still like their games a little, but not that much. Oh yeah, this is it. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim called for a ceasefire and for Palestinians to be treated as human beings. Yes, the Palestinians must be treated as human beings. And I just don't know what happened with Israel. This information sucks. I guess that's enough. I guess. So now I'm going to eventually end this stream with my own reaction to the uh hang on guys. Um yeah, I'm going to what? Okay. Okay, this is it. Okay. This is okay, I'm going to end this um with my own I'm gonna end the stream. Literally. I don't think I'll make it to I'm gonna extend 5 more minutes. Sorry, 15 more minutes. So I'll just end now with my response to and my letter to all Palestinians out there that today. Okay, let's start this. Today, NaufalHS, yeah, me are addressing the very real and heart-wrenching situation in Gaza. It is with heavy hearts that I extend my deepest condolences to families who have lost loved ones, children affected, and all living in constant fear. We underscore the importance of valuing every life, irrespective of nationality or circumstance. We stand in unwavering solidarity with Gaza. We call for an immediate end to the violence and for wisdom to find a just and lasting solution. I commit to fostering understanding, supporting mutual efforts, and advocating for enduring peace. Our prayers are with you, the people of Gaza. And that's all. And yeah, that's my ending word. I just want to end with this podcast with my letter to the Gaza people, and I guess that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. I'll see you guys. Love you so much, and assalamualaikum.